My name's Carol, and I think I have something jumping around in my hat. What could it be? Oh my goodness. Let's see what it is. Look.
Hello.
Hello, Charlie. Would you like to say hello to all the children?
Oh, hello, everybody. My name is Charlie, and I'm a blue kitty cat.
And what a cute blue kitty cat you are. And the hat always messes up my hair. But whatever, my hair's messed up anyway, right?
Yes, you're just a messy girl.
Well, Charlie, what have you been doing today?
Well, today I watched a very, very long technical video.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Who was it by?
Lol? Thornhill.
You're kidding. You watched the video that I watched?
Mm-hmm.
Did you understand it? I didn't.
Well, you know, it really was just a summary of the standard particle model. You know, it was really nicely.
Wait a minute. You're talking about the other video. That wasn't Walt Thornhill. That was David Tong. David Tong.
Yeah. He summarized the standard model. And that equation, he said it was complicated, but I understood the whole thing.
You mean you recognize the gravitational term?
Mm-hmm.
And the electromagnetic term?
Mm-hmm. Easy peasy.
You understood the weak and strong magnetic force terms?
Oh, sure. That's just child's play.
And you even understood the Higgs boson term?
Well, you got me there. That was new, but you know, one little thing, I got the rest.
Did you understand that the way the mass and the Higgs field interacted? Because that's where I was curious, myself personally.
Yeah, I could tell you were glued to the TV.
You mean to the black and white monitor?
Yeah.
By the way, I have a black and white monitor now. It's called a BOOX, books. I don't know how you're supposed to say it, but...
Yeah, me neither, but let's go on to more important things.
Anyway, so why did you watch that with me?
Why not?
Well, because I thought you'd be doing other things like playing pranks on Nico, the cat.
Oh, no, I'll never do that.
Well, you do it every day.
I'm over that. I've become a physicist now.
Well, what do you think about David Tong's talk?
Well, nothing new, really. You know, it's just a nice summary, you know, the electron, the neutrino, and the up and down quarks, and all the sisters and brothers therein, you know, and the four forces, and the four main fields, say no.
And where do you think it's going to take you?
Nowhere, absolutely nowhere.
Do you think we need to think of a better theory?
Oh, yes, indeed. That's the whole point. I've been reading your journals, Carol.
You have?
Yes, they're brilliant. You should definitely publish.
Well, I actually have published in the form of videos on YouTube.
Well, has anyone seen them?
Not really that many people. I haven't advertised. I just posted them as records of my work. You know, in case anybody thought of the same thing later, they could look at what I did and say that I was the first one.
That's very egotistical.
I know, but I just thought I would do it because I wanted to inspire others.
Oh, so now you're changing your story. First you said you wanted to be the first one online, and then, whatever. Okay, let's change the subject. So I'm working on my theory.
Well, I thought you already finished it. Well, there's always more work to be done.
That's true.
Right.
Are we going to talk about physics anymore? Because that's the only thing I'm interested in these days.
Oh, okay. Well,
so one, could you just explain, what are you going to do with your theory?
Well, actually, the main thrust of my theory is to help physicists that have been stuck at CERN for several years with lack of anything new to look at physics in a new way.
And what way is that, pray tell? Oh, Carol, just get to the point.
Well, you see, everything in the universe is actually a single fluid. There's not one field for each force. There's one field that makes all the forces.
And And why do you say that?
Because I had visions.
Oh, you expect me to believe you?
Well, actually, I thought about it for a long, long time, and now I'm a theoretical physicist because I have a theory to propose.
Is that what makes you officially a theoretical physicist? Not a degree?
Well, I have a degree. It's just in chemical engineering, whatever. But, we studied the Schrodinger equation and all the sort of physics basics. And, there's such a thing as studying on your own.
Yeah, and you didn't really care about the standard model?
Not really. I mean, just enough to know what it is. But, so let's just say that there was a fluid that had zero viscosity.
Isn't that impossible?
Just imagine. Can't you imagine it?
With my little brain, probably for a microsecond.
Okay, just try it then. Zero viscosity. What would happen to that fluid if God hiccuped?
I think it would form infinite turbulence.
That's exactly what happened. And that's the beginning of our universe. It's called the Big Bang. And all sorts of curly flows formed.
What makes you think they were curly? Isn't that my name?
No, your name's Charlie.
Oh, close enough.
Well, because if you look at nature, you never see straight flows. Everything curves. Look at tornadoes.
Yeah, they do curve quite a bit. Very tightly, too, especially at the tip.
Yes, and hurricanes circle, and the clouds.
Yeah, up and down, round and round. They certainly do
Well, what about when you burn incense? What happens to the smoke?
Goes upwards.
Duh. Yeah, but I mean, do you ever see it go straight up?
Oh, all the time.
Okay, you're right about that. But sometimes if you just barely hiccup,
it goes in a spiral. You're right.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it does.
And your point being?
Well, all the flows, when God hiccuped, all the flows in the ether went into curls and spirals. And some of them sort of were just bubbling through. Some of them were big, some of them were small. And some of them formed stable flows that just kept on going, kind of like a soliton wave. Do you know what that is?
I can't remember.
It's like that. You have a channel of water that goes infinitely along the road.
Yes.
And if one side of it, you make a soliton wave, that is, you drop a bar into the water and it goes joop, and it makes a big, one single wave, and it moves one direction and the other direction opposite. Then they just go forever, and you can just ride your bike along there and follow that soliton wave, and it'll just go forever and ever, and it'll never stop.
How do you know?
Because I tried it.
But the world is finite. Didn't you come to the edge of the earth and fall off?
Actually, I did do it until the evening, and then I went home and had my lunch.
How old were you, Carol?
I was about 8.
Oh, budding genius, I see.
Yeah. That was when I got interested in waves.
Yeah, not particles?
No. Particles are boring. Everybody knows they're just made-up stories. Waves are the real thing. The waves are where it's at.
I think this talk is over.
Yeah. After all, we are just practicing our ventriloquial skills, right?
No, I thought this was a real conversation.
Well, I guess it is. Yeah, it is a real conversation.
I'm confused. Nico, can I play a prank on you?
Well, that's the end of our conversation today.